Popeyes is ramping up its presence in Mexico. Teenagers are cutting back significantly on dining out, and Cotton Patch Cafe is making a big comeback. Welcome to Restaurant Daily, the day's biggest industry news and trends from the editors of Restaurant Business and Nation's Restaurant News. I'm NRN Managing Editor Leanne Zinsmeister.
And I'm RB Executive Editor Lisa Jennings. Popeyes is ramping up its presence in Mexico with plans to open over 300 new restaurants in the next decade. Partnering with 4 regional franchisees, the expansion targets key areas, including the Northwest, West, Central, and Southeast regions. This move builds on Popeyes' global growth momentum following recent launches in markets like Costa Rica and Italy. With 42 existing locations in Mexico, the brand aims to leverage local expertise to scale rapidly and capitalize on the country's growing demand for quick-service chicken restaurants. Popeyes continues to solidify its position as a leading global fast food chain.
New research from Piper Sandler reveals a concerning trend for the restaurant industry. Teenagers are cutting back significantly on dining out as their overall spending power declines. The investment firm's semi-annual Taking Stock with Teens survey shows teenage spending has dropped 6% year over year and is 1% below the 10-year average. This spending pullback has major implications for restaurants, as Gen Z recently overtook millennials as the most frequent restaurant users. While young consumers tighten their belts, they cite restaurants as the top category for spending cuts.
Tiny Cotton Patch Cafe is making a big comeback. Traffic at the 48-unit chain was down 10% when Brandon Coleman joined as CEO last February. Since then, it has swung 20 points in the other direction. The brand has focused on improving its operations and value, adding a $9.99 value meal and even lowering prices on some items. Cotton Patch has also invested heavily in advertising to help spread the word. The strategy is similar to that of Chili's, which is headquartered just a short drive away from Cotton Patch in Dallas.
At a time when many chains are beefing up their chicken options, Arby's has taken a different tack with its new steak nuggets. They are bite-sized pieces of seasoned steak priced starting at $5.29 for a 5-piece order. In other food news, Starbucks is bringing back its apple crisp drinks for fall. Both Cava and Garbanzo Mediterranean Fresh have new cinnamon sugar pita chips, and Applebee's has a grilled cheese cheeseburger. You can learn more about these and other menu additions in the Menu Tracker column at nrn.com.
Zaxby's is showing off its sauce equity to differentiate in the crowded chicken segment. The fast casual restructured its menu to put sauces and chicken fingers front and center and launched a media campaign with Sauce Boss, Omar Epps, to promote its 12 sauce selections. Zaxby's has also been innovating with LTOs, with chicken finger tacos launching this fall and a surf and turf Zaxby's box of chicken fingers and fried shrimp debuting in the summer.
And that should do it for today's edition of Restaurant Daily. Get the latest restaurant news every weekday wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Leanne Zinsmeister.
And I'm Lisa Jennings. Have a great day.
Thank you for listening to today's episode of Restaurant Daily. Rate us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and subscribe.